Vibe, 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 vibe.
So welcome my viewers. Another episode of Drink and Vibe podcast. You don't know I'm your host Shinji. And for this week, we basically gonna talk about albums in general. Because we see Vybz Kartel drop him album. Critics claim that the album flop. People compare it with Alkaline NTP. Likewise, critics claim that Vybz Kartel don't have a iconic go-to album. And another thing, the album keeps streaming on a worldwide platform on a day-to-day basis. Numbers keep going up, but what about the local response, local rotation? So, as I said still, we're going to talk about the album itself. We're going to do a little bit of comparison and ask a few questions. Like, for example, what the better album for this year or in general? Gone on Time by Vybz Kartel or NTP by Alkaline. Because we have to compare the two artists no matter what. Because they are the algorithms. Without Vybz Kartel and Alkaline on a day-to-day topic, most vloggers, viewers, and media personnel would have a topic to talk about. And I think a lot of artists should get more involved in the algorithm by putting out albums, EP, mixtape, and be more frequently on the social media platforms so they can be a part of the conversation, because these two artists keep dominating the charts for years, and basically two fan bases always have a verbal disagreement at times. But for me still, dancehall is everything, and I'm a true dancehall fan. Not the one that would a pick side or have a biased opinion pertaining to artists, camps, or favoritism. I'm just speaking from a factual point of view. So, this is a Drink and Vibe podcast. Here on Drink and Vibe, we drink every single moment with a vibe. So, Vybz Kartel dropped him album, and I think it's the most recent album out on the platform right now, and for the Jamaican culture and the dancehall culture also. But people keep speculating, and I wonder if the album hit or miss. So, for me still, I would say the album was a little bit off, or I never said flop, because we see numbers are go up, and a lot of people keep saying that the album could have better, should have better, but it's all about expectation. Because if you're a fan of Vybz Kartel music through the years, or even from 2001 coming up, we know what Vybz Kartel is capable of doing. We're lyrical content, caliber, and all of that. So, we all have expectation. And for me still, I'm going to speak about few of the expectation that I have. Personally still, as a fan of Vybz Kartel music. An album also. 13 years behind bars. My expectation was the album was going to be more about his journey. I even have more information about his journey. Basically, 13 years behind bars, and we get a lot of materials during that course of incarceration. But what hit me the most is that the day when you get convicted, what went through your mind? For me, I thought the album was gonna have a bit of reflection about the journey of that. Create songs about those moments. Because you go through a lot, and that's the way you refer to it with God. Because God bring you through all of this and make you succeed, and gain success from all of this. Pause. But when you look on it, God on Time, the title itself, it's a heavy title, and we see Vybz Kartel change his life personally. And same now I gonna do no more of the quote unquote gun lyrics or graphic lyrics, which fans expect this from the album still. But for me, still may expect more from the journey, the prison, during prison, and after prison, the celebration. Some of the songs them to me were collaboration concerned still. I like the fact that you try if you sing, or you try the singing pattern still, maybe you had more clarity towards your whole catalog. The fans gonna gravitate towards melody more, which is not your strong point, but you try. So I give props to that for try still, even though I never like the idea that I still based on our expectation. The song with Spice, the Confession song, what I like most about the song that still is the Spice vocals. Blood the Fox is Spice sing and she sound good. You know, she sound good on the song. And the thing is about it, what would resonate with the fans and more if we get this the hardcore, raw, gritty Spice with more sexual from that song. But I guess it never got away the still. But production wise, the album is a 10 for me production wise, where beat concern, the whole organization with beat selection and stuff like that. It was a 10 for me still. The move out of collaboration though. And I'm not really giving this is not a review, it's basically a podcast. And basically a reason about my take from listening to the album. Move out of song should have been more painful. Should have been about the floss and or have more money or whatever. That's just my opinion. Based on the fact that Vybz Kartel was in prison, my father's son was in prison. So I guess that Sean have a poor reason between two artists them and say, yo, well, I'll give them something based on what you got through with your son and what me got through personally. So I think that song should have been a bit more spiritual. So fans could feel the pain away that both artists go through from the experience of having a son in a prison and a artist to be in bar. So that to me was a song that should have been a bit more about pain itself. Next thing the song that too, I think Skillbang will fit that song more to me. Type of beat because it have a little jail vibes to me. Song with Wizkid still smooth, nice, refreshing song. But I think tapping into the Afrobeat market, the song should be a bit more energetic. So we could have some viral moment with some video, some TikTok video. So the song could get more rotation and get more popularized. And with I expect a Burna Boy on the album more than a Wizkid, but I guess I was surprised. So know that Wizkid was the one from the Afrobeat. And next thing I'm gonna say about the album still, to me, the lead single, to me it released far apart from the actual release date from the album itself. And most fans forgot about the lead single from the album. Because even the song with Shinji, the song there, to me, is not a hit song. It's a popular song, and it's a bad girl song. But I think every song they release in this time now, close to the album, it would be a hit song, based on my timing. So I think that song they released too early. But I guess maybe because of the fact that Alkaline have a song out, girl good at the time, and a girl song we have to compete with that song, we get it off of the market. Could be wrong. I think I'm right. But the song with Shinji, I think that dropped too early. Because people, not me no, but me hear people say the song have only one hit song so far as our potential hit song. What can be a hit song. So I use the word potential. And I think that's my favorite song on the album itself. And it's Big Business. Bad song. That's a real hardcore dancehall song for me still. So that's my favorite song on the album. Rest of the song them still to me them average. Too much singing, but I guess Vybz try something new. The argument where people are saying up the Vybz now have a iconic album. In the comment section. Yeah man, use the comment section man. Because what I will raise with you guys. So you can let me know in the comment section. Do you think that Vybz Kartel have a go-to hit album? You can go back in the catalog and look on all them album on job still. And tell me if you think Vybz Kartel have a hit album. Because truthfully speaking still, I mean a lot of Gaza fans I got up in them feelings still. But I don't think Vybz Kartel have a hit album so far. The two nominated Grammy album, lukewarm because fans forgot about the album already. I don't think nobody even remember about them album there. And those are the two nominated album for Grammy. So those album off, even though them get nominated still. The Garden Time album won't drop now. We have to wait and see if this is going to be a go-to album. Because so far still, as the king of the dancehall, crowned by his fans and associate, because people still have to need him another king. National shades. That's why the fans themselves. I don't think Vybz Kartel have a hit album all now. A go-to album where fans them can say, yo, whenever we mention or have a debate about albums, them draw for the album there as a reference. They say, yo, Vybz have a hit album. A top 10 hit album. Like how we don't say Shaggy have a hit album with Hot Shot, or Sean Paul with Dirty Rock, or Welcome to Jam Rock by Juna Gang, Movado, Symphony of David Brooks, or Alkaline, New Level Unlock, or maybe the NTP will be a hit album, or the Top Prize, the Massacre 348. Those are hit album. Because every single time fans debate about albums, those albums are the reference for greatest of all time when it comes to dancehall album. You know, Bounty Killer Get a Dictionary, or my experience, being a man, you know, Art of Life, or Many Mood of Moses. Those are hit albums. But when it comes to Vybz, I don't think Vybz have a hit album. If I'm wrong, state it in the comment section which album I think for Vybz Kartel is a hit album. But for me, still the album I like most of Vybz Kartel in general, through the whole music career, and the Vikings. That was my favorite album because when Vybz Kartel died prison, we get some of the best songs them, Dancehall and everything, you know, all them hit songs that went up in prison time. And I think Big Business, me feel like Big Business recorded back then. And that's so me feel because the vocals, the vibes what it have, the topic, we just feel like that song in the record when in there on so. Cause trust me, that's one of the songs when I have to repeat. And the first time I hear the song there, to me, is a hit song for me personally, but I don't know if for the whole Jamaica or the whole world it's gonna be a hit song still. And that trouble me a lot if you know say I'm drop an album and the album now get the you're not going to the streets and hear the album I play. And I just one song alone me hear I play now 1 and 2 car, but the bus them would not hear God time I play. Like when I hear Massacre's album the drop and we get Crazy Massacre play everywhere you go on the street. Don't they got them a play it. NTP album by Alkaline, we everywhere we go where I hear it. And I don't think if this song don't become a hit song for the album, I think the album will fail to have a hit song to carry it. Just like how Alkaline have Key Man as a hit song, or the No Emotion was a kind of hit song according to fans. And now Girl Good, tremendously a hit song because the song there a crowd pleaser and the fans them love it to the max. So I think the album was in team should just construct the album better than all them construct it. Based on timing, song selection would have be a key factor if they did really sit down and say, right, then this is what I use for the lead single, or what I feel that the crowd would really respond more. But I guess people say, oh, Kartel are rough for a Grammy, and this album is the Grammy album, third time with the charm, and him sing because people appeal to melody now because the culture changed towards melody more than lyrics still. But who knows? If I'm win it, well, I have a happy theme same way because dancehall still a win. And along to when I say dancehall album really win a Grammy and most reggae. So we talk about my personal feeling towards the album. It flop or it we have to wait and see. But for now still, the numbers are go up. Many people say views are buy it, and the album now play locally. So it's a mixed feeling so far still. But for me still more to say it flop still. But I'm more say it time too young. Time too early to call it a flop or a hit. You know, because it just dropped a couple of days ago. So I think we can get more time to see. But we'll compare the album to other album. And yeah, people are say, oh, why we compare? I don't care. We have to compare the artists them. We have to compare the music. Because that's what we use to measure if a artist a move towards progress or it's stagnant or might go backward. So for me, if we compare which album is the better album between NTP and God and Time, and if you want to say my bias or whatever, for me, I think NTP is a better album than God and Time. And that album don't have no feature on it. Alkaline basically do the album without promotion. I'm going to give him props for that. But for NTP job, I have some songs for rotation on my concert I play. I'm kind of understand the album itself based off how I'm structure the album and a mood, a mindset when I'm in it, because if you listen to the album and listen to the songs on it, you know, you can hear what I try to bring across and when we bring across in my album. With God and Time now, I don't get that the vibe from it. Because God and Time, I try to figure out how God play it and how time really reveal for the album itself, the title. Because most of the time the album have a base off of the topic itself or after the title of the album. That's how you create an album. It's like you have a story and a title for the story. And you do the summary or the descriptive writing based on your title. So I think God and Time, you need more things about what God do for you and how time reveal, how time play out for all this manifest. So that's some of that pre-album still. That's why I say earlier in the podcast, I say the album should be based off a first day when you get sentenced. Bring you through that journey there, where your thoughts did there, where your mindset did there, where you miss out upon, where you miss, where you go through, where you lost, who you cut off. Just all them feeling, all them emotions trying to express in the album. Because I don't really want an album to end up like the two albums we get nominated to Grammy with nobody not really recognize and nobody care about. So for me, NTP by Alkaline, a better album to me. You can tell me in the comment section which one of these albums you think is the better one. Alkaline, NTP or Vybz Kartel, God and Time. I'm not going to drop Massacre in the conversation right now. Reason why? Because we're patiently waiting on Massacre. The drop his third album. And as I predict before, say, the album of Massacre will drop, to me, I could be a bagger because Massacre listen to what everybody have to say. Him listen what everybody talk about, the topic them what everybody cover, the type of beat, and I want to in Massacre. Even though I never mention them in the conversation where your album concerned still. When Massacre drop an album, you get what you want from it. And as I said before, when it comes to beat selection, him not miss with that. So we only can wait patiently for a year when Massacre have to drop for the summer. For the summer album we'll get. As dancehall fans, I don't think he might disappoint them fans them still. But for now, I think him out of the conversation now because he don't have an album right now. So we talk about the NTP and we talk about the God and Time. And we have drink, we have vibe. So you can also let me know in the comment section what you drink, what you think about the program so far, which song you like on Vybz Kartel God and Time album, which song are your favorite song from Alkaline NTP, and what you expect from the album after a month, what you think will happen? You think people are going to forget about the album? Or you think that people are going to hold on God and time? Like how people hold on NTP, same way. And next thing I want to shed some light on is the fact that I'm not going to shed some light on it. I'm going to basically tell artists what we expect or what we want from Uno when it comes to album. You see, Uno do album based of our life or based of the perception of the world or the mood or whatever we want to go through or whatever we want to see on a day-to-day basis or people life when they write it up. Or maybe they write it of a movie. Whenever we do an album, try to put songs on the album when we can perform. It makes no sense recording an album and when it's time for you to perform the album, you can't perform the album. And that's the one thing when we look at with the God and time. How well a dancer crowd can receive Vybz Kartel performance when it comes to performing these songs from his album. Because that's one factual thing and that's one thing what people have to look into. You can't have an album and you have 15 tracks on it and when you perform the songs them, the crowd stays up. I dance back and I watch what I go on. As a dancehall fan and as a dancehall artist, we don't need to put this in consideration. Whenever you do albums with songs that you can perform. Because you are going to perform those songs at some point, somewhere. And you don't want to perform to a crowd where it's an energetic crowd and they may expect for you to move. And when them hear your songs them and like them when they stream a song on Apple Music or on Spotify or on Tidal, and them love them, fall in love with the songs them, and when them go show, pay them harder and money for them show, them now get that vibe because you can't perform a song. So, Vybz, I wish we could have told this before still because me know and most fans know say you're not a great performer, that I want. You work on it and give props for you try your best for you perform your songs them. We do with the old catalog on stage where fans can sing along because we already know all of them songs and all of them songs hit already. These songs that you have on the God and Time album, the things about it. Me personally, I wonder how you're going to perform some of them songs. Since them songs are vocal songs, because you do a lot of singing on them songs, on them album. So that's one of the things we're waiting on. To see how well you can perform these songs to a big crowd, because you always carry a big crowd whenever you perform. Because when people book for a show, you have a great turnout. So, how will you perform these songs? That's one question. Because fans know Jamaican artists nowadays can't perform too well. And if the songs them not hit to that, the crowd them not gonna sing it. So, you have to think about that whenever you do album. How well you can perform on an album. Because it makes sense you go have some slow singing to a big dancehall crowd. Especially a Jamaican crowd where you have a mixed fan base. And you have some fans that go there directly to see how it feel. So, I speak in general to every single artist out there. Whenever you're doing a body of work like an EP, an album, or a mixtape, please have songs where the crowd can react or where the song or the crowd can sing along with. And most of the time, crowd, especially the dancehall crowd, they work off a high tempo rhythm, energetic tempo, because in the dancehall, you have to make the crowd rock, make the crowd dance, make the crowd sing along and shout and give the fall where you want to get the Z. So that's our next thing we have to learn. Do album with songs we can perform. I'm gonna try to experiment on an album. Try to experiment with the singles them. When it comes to album, when you want to perform and you want to get hit song from, please think twice. Or think straight. Or think a lot. Overthink on it. Do album with songs you can perform. Because Vybz, trust me, we don't want to see the crowd that boo you or not like that, because the songs them we are sing off your new album them in a sound accurate or in a sound good on stage or in a sound lively. So that's a one next thing too. And we need more album too, brother. We need more album from the artists them. We need some more album. We need to get some more body at work. We need a La Bass album. And we see Skilly Bang that foreign for a good while now. And I don't think Skilly ever hit single yet for them they over foreign. Be a feature Skilly Bang the so we need a album from Skilly Bang likewise. So all I Skilly Bang East Side fans them. We make Skilly Bang know say yo, a time for album now. In there for a good while. More than 2 years now in there for or maybe 3 years or maybe more. So we need a Skilly Bang album. And we need a Valiant album too. Cause Valiant having moments where him drop in this song any minute. La Bass, I want an artist them where we expect album from. Even though I get EP, I get some great songs from him, get release some ice. Summertime now, I think you can cool out now. I think you can tar out now because you're fresh with ice for a good while now. So we expect album from you, and we are fun, and we wait for an album. Dexter, girl them have all feet too. Girls them say them do for album too. Movada, Golly God. Golly God is an artist toy. Owe a solid album too. Because Movada one of the artists them were drop one of the best dancehall album at an early point in his career. Movada was about 2005 and by 2006-7, about less than 2 years, Movada have a hit album. You know, Gangs for Life, you see me? Symphony of David Brooks. And that's my favorite album of all time in the dancehall. Trust me, because at the moment when the album release, you were young and we'd have a vibe them time there, and trust me, the album is solid. At the only album I say me play from the bus non-stop till the day. I play the album the same way. Gangster for Life, a Symphony of David Brooks. You know, every song on it, that's one album we never skip a song on it yet. So Vado, your old album, yeah, we need album from Movada. But David Brooks, I Better Tomorrow was a great album too. I love the album too. But the album name A Symphony of David Brooks. Classic material, classic. And that's what we talked about earlier, you know. When we talk about go-to classic album, like how you hear the hip-hop fans and talk about Nas Illmatic and Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt and Jada Kiss the Game Goodbye and 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying, Dr. J, The Chronic, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, The Game documentary, Take Care from Drake and Good Kid, Bad City, Kendrick, you know. Them album there, we call them classic. And we don't have a Vybz Kartel classic. And I think Vybz should have worked on that. This shouldn't be a classic album, God and Time. This shouldn't be a classic album where you say, yo, this is the album where I seal the deal and make it bad now. Say, yo, we can get an album too. Where you go off and repeat. When we hear Shaggy Hot Shot, we still play Shaggy Hot Shot the same way. And Bob Marley Excellence on them album, the lift on Billboard for much years now. Every year them album they in the run or in the top 10. Because them albums are classic. And that's what I expect from God and Time. When I hear about God and Time, I say, yo, it's gonna be a hit album. It's a new level unlock. And my second favorite album of all time in the dancehall. Trust me. And the reason why? Because that album will live for 10 years. Non-stop playing 10 years. And when I say Alkaline can perform songs like 1, 2, 3 and songs from the album, City and them song there, Alkaline can perform now and still a hit, still a get crazy forward on stage from that album. I'm sure you say, yo, catalog, work, substance, work in a music, structure, patience, time, all them element there, it work, it apply to having a great body of work. And I think God and Time should be a album where next 10 years we'll play it the same way. Right now we don't know what got happen. Because we have fans who are telling the album already say, oh, this album flop. And I think the reason why fans are so is because we not hear the album in the streets. Don't know why. Why the album not rotate? I guess maybe because of singing still. But I hope Vybz take note of this. And if you know when the Grammy, him can go again. And go again better. So, this is a Drink and Vibe podcast. I'm your host, Shinji. I want to big up every single fans out there. And please use the comment section to tell me what you feel about the program itself. What you think we should talk about next, or if you feel like we have some guests, or if we go on the streets, please let me know, because you guys are also a part of the Drink and Vibe family. Because once you watch the program, once you're having a drink and drinking responsible, you're a part of the team. So let me know in the comment section what you think about the whole thing. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the whole Alkaline Time album. And the next thing I want to talk about, about the Alkaline Time, with expectation, feature them. I feel like that album should have a pop company album still. Because when we see my father on the track list, they kind of surprised still, because I expect Poppy for the album. Don't know why, but I guess I have my reasons still. But stay blessed, stay safe, drink responsible. And go and go stream the album, man, Give Vybz the strength, man. And make Dancehall win the same way. You don't have to be a Gaza fan, and you don't have to be a Kartel fan, but be a fan of the music itself. Be a fan of the culture, and make Dancehall win again. So, Shinji, stay blessed, stay safe, drink responsible. And Vybz, I got on time still, but you see.
Vibe. Vibe. Vibe.